learners of Mathematic Maths DA. This is Vinay Pandey here again. This is the next lecture of group theory. In the earlier video we have discussed about the equivalence class, and our today's topic is Euler's phi function. This is very important function in terms of group theory, in terms of how to find the number of generators in a cyclic group. So let's start. Euler's phi function. Phi means symbol phi, function. Now first of all we will see the definition of this Euler phi function. What is the definition? It is a function from z positive, means positive integers, to positive integers, denoted by phi from positive integers to positive integers, and defined as phi n is equal to number of natural number which are less than or equal to n and co-prime to n. This function is, again I am saying, this function is very important for finding the number of generators. This, what is the phi function, Euler phi function? Euler phi function is number of natural numbers which are less than or equal to n and co-prime to n. For example, if I have a number 3, now if I have to find the value of phi 3, then it means I have to find the number of natural numbers which are less than or equal to 3 and co-prime to 3. So number of natural numbers which are co-prime to 3 are 1 and 2. So phi 3 is equal to 2 because total number of natural numbers which are less than or equal to 3 and co-prime to 3 are only 2. So the value of phi 3 will be 2. If I have to find the value of phi 4, now it means I have to find the number of natural numbers which are less than or equal to 4. The number of natural numbers which are less than or equal to 4 are 1. Now if I take 2, 2 is less than 4 but not co-prime to 4. What is the meaning of co-prime? If I say A and B are co-prime, then their GCD must be 1, because the GCD of 2 and 4 is not 1, their GCD will be 2, so they are not co-prime numbers. So the natural numbers which are less than 4 and co-prime to 4 are 1, 3. These are the only two numbers which are less than or equal to 4 and co-prime to 4. So the value of phi 4 will be 2. Now if I have to find the value of phi 5, so I have to find the natural numbers which are less than 5 and co-prime to 5. Those numbers will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the value of phi 5 will be 4. Clear? This is the Euler phi function. Now I have some important rule related to Euler's phi functions. First rule is, if I have a number n is equal to p raised to the power a, q raised to the power b, r raised to the power c and so on, where p, q, r are primes and a comma b belongs to positive integer, then the value of phi n will be n into 1 minus 1 upon p, 1 minus 1 upon q, 1 minus 1 upon r, and so on. This is very important formula for the higher numbers to calculate the Euler's phi function. For example, if I have to calculate the value of 500, first of all I have to factorize, I have to find the prime factors of 100. Those prime factors will be 5 raised to the power 2 and 2 raised to the power 2. So 500 can be written as 2 raised to the power 2 and 5 raised to the power 2. If I have a higher number, then I have to prime factorize the number. Then if I compare this value by this formula, here P is equal to 2, Q is equal to 5, and N is equal to 100. So I have to put this value in this formula. N is equal to 100 into 1 minus 1 upon P means 2 into 1 minus 1 upon 5. So it will be 100 into 1 by 2 into 4 by 5. 5 into 2 हो जाएगा 10. 0 and 0 cancel out. It will be 40. Clear? So 500 will be 40. Again, if I have to calculate the value of 5000, how can I calculate? I have to first prime factorize the number 1000. It will be 1000, 200, 40, 8, 2 and 2 and 2. So the prime factors of 1000 are 2 raised to the power 3 and 5 raised to the power 3. Now if I apply this formula again, the value of P is 2 and the value of Q is 5. So substituting this value, N means 1000 into 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 5. It will be 1000 into 1 by 2 into 4 by 5. 0 cancel out. It will be 400. So this is very important formula for finding the higher numbers in terms of Euler's phi function. This is first rule for higher numbers. This formula can be applicable in smaller numbers also. Now the second rule is for positive integer n, phi n is equal to n minus 1 implies and implied by n is a prime number. This is again a very important formula. For example, if I have to find the value of 5, since 5 is a prime number, so the value of 5 will be 1 less than 5. It means 4. Clear? I can cross check here. The natural numbers which are less than 5 and co-prime to 5 are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 5 will be 5. Similarly, if I have to find the value of 17, again 17 is a prime number. So the value of 17 will be 16, 1 less than 17. I can apply this formula conversely. If I have a number a and the phi function of a is a minus 1, so this gives that a must be a prime number. Clear? So the second rule is, if n is prime, then phi n is equal to n minus 1, or if phi n is equal to n minus 1, then n must be a prime number. Clear? Third rule is phi 2n is equal to phi n if n is odd positive integer. If n is a odd positive integers, like if I have to find the value of 6 can be written as phi 2 into 3, and this 3 is odd positive number, so the value of this phi 6 must be equal to phi 3. Clear? Fourth rule is phi n tends to infinity as n tends to infinity. If the value of n tends to infinity, then their phi function must be tends to infinity. Clear? Next point is, if n and d are two positive integers such that d divides n, then phi d divides phi n. This is again an important formula. If we have two numbers, one dividing the other, then their phi function must divide in their respective manner. Hope you have enjoyed the video. In the next lecture of group theory, we will discuss about the tau function, and we will move towards the group theory about binary operations and different properties related to group theory. Thank you.